Good morning, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband David John and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are our stories and adventures, and it is about 6:45 in the morning and it is already 79 degrees, so it's going to be another scorcher. Yay. And one of the things that I didn't mention on the previous video on how I'm keeping my birds cool in the heat is because I hadn't started doing it, is like in the later afternoons I'll find a shady spot, usually on the runway behind me where they're laying out in the shade, and I'll put the oscillating sprinkler on just to dampen the ground and help cool the air around them, and that seems to be helping. But last night the Goslings spent their first night outside, so I need to get their pen moved onto fresh grass. They're not big fans of having a cover over their pen, but that big sheet of cardboard works really good for giving them all day shade without having to worry about, did I miss a time? So gonna spray down where they just were, and got something cool to show you up in the garden. So yesterday I came out and had to replant a tomato that when I was trimming it I'd accidentally cut the top out of it, and this guy had been in the ground for what, 2 weeks now. But if you questioned whether planting deep was worth it, because there's the main root ball and all of This are roots that have grown in the 2 weeks. So even though my tomatoes don't look like there's anything going on upstairs, downstairs they're getting themselves established and are starting to take off. And you may be wondering why, since we do have that duck pond back there, why we're not using it. Well, it's going to get moved and we don't want to fill it up just to have to drain it right back down. And plus it's right in the full sun and they wouldn't be really going in it. And only a couple of the adults ever really used it, so we've got a plan on how we're going to change it up so it'll be a little more friendlier for everybody to use. Okay. You guys ready? You gonna get your hair wet? Oh, you getting some out of the bags? You gotta be brave. You want some special? You guys are just making a mess. Yes, you are. And there you go, Squeaky Mama. Okay. So the other day David John was out here and giving him scratch and a couple doves flew down trying to eat and the turkey hens kept running them off. The neighbor chickens evidently jumped the fence and came over here and the turkey hens were like, "You're not part of our flock," and ran them off. So they may be kept around just as guard birds. So I got the black one and the red one. And it's kind of nice to have a bird that kind of protects the flock besides the geese. So let me get these guys fed the rest of the way and we'll go and talk about the plans for the new pond for these guys. So yesterday David John put a drain on the kiddie pool, so should help with the longevity of the pool because, you know, the tilting of the water out, they seem to crack there. So let's see if I can get this spun off. While that's draining, I'll show you what we got going on where their new pond's gonna be. So we have moved the composter behind the shed, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this area here we're gonna get all cleaned out and build the pond for the ducks and geese over here. We're only gonna go 1 cinder block high, so it will be not as deep, but it will be longer. We'll be able to fit more birds in and just make a little more sense. So part of what we've been working on this week is working on getting the new composter area built so we can start getting this all cleaned out. But right over there we put some aluminum roofing 3 sides for the compost to go into. And yeah, I know the one end being open, the chickens will get in there and scratch around, but that's fine. It helps aerate it, keep it moving around, and it's convenient for getting water put on it. But a little bit of work getting this area cleaned up and then getting the cinder blocks moved over here, but I think it's going to look really nice once it's all done. So kind of show you what he did on the pool. You got this plumbing nipple. He's got a net there. And then on the inside, he added some pond patch liner and another net. On the outside here, he went around and sprayed it with the Flex Seal just to seal it all up. And then I've got the white cap that goes on the end. Now just gotta rinse this out and put it back down, but it makes it really nice, and the pool should last completely through this season and hopefully for a couple more. So the other day I moved the Goslings out here into the main chicken run. I took their black brooder that I had in the seed shed, added 2 more panels to it, and been moving them around out here just to get everybody used to them. The Orloffs think it's really cool because it's free food that's close because they just jump in and out, but had an interesting development. So there you can see the brooder and a 4x8 sheet of plywood. But that is Betty. And Betty was sitting on a nest of eggs fighting with the LeBron's, the turkey, and one of the Muscovy hens sitting on the eggs that she had laid and the Muscovy eggs. Well, that Muscovy mama hatched yesterday, so went in and pulled out all the bad eggs and destroyed the nests, and she came down and found these guys. So I'm going to open the pen and see if they have a new mommy. What do you think, Daddy? You guys ready for the big world? You know everybody. Come here, babies. Come here. Bella, get out of here. Isn't that cute? So I'll leave the pen set up here and the food and water because they know it's down here. But it's okay, Thor or Loki. That's your new mommy. She's gonna teach him manners. So go grab him a scoop of grain. Loki, you are a little turkey. Yeah. I think that's going to be a happy family, other than Loki. Here comes Valkyrie. I'm showing her what you did, Daddy. And as far as the baby turkeys, they got moved out here with Frick Ball and the little turkin into this turkin. If you can hear me over them. Frick, Frack, and Ball, they fly in and out. Right now it looks like Frack is in there, but they fly in and out. The baby turkeys are still a little on the small side, so they're staying in. But they're getting big. Yeah, you pick a fight with them that's like that. And then your aunties will come and eat them up. But the little black and white that was sitting on eggs, she hatched the same day as this little brown hen, and the little brown hen hatched out at least 20. The other one did about a dozen, and I have a lady that's going to be purchasing some of the babies, so I collected them. Show you them in a second, but show you this mama. And she did wind up stealing all the black and white hens' babies. We got several white ones in there. What's all the fuss about? Yeah, you take care of your babies there, buddy. But in here, as you can see, a mess of babies. And in here I do have 4 very, very special ones. This is one of them, and why they're special is going to be deemed very controversial. Because these guys were underneath the turkey and their shells weren't getting dampened down, so the membrane was basically dry and they couldn't break free from it. Because I mean, the shell just peeled off like a Easter egg or a hard-boiled egg. So I did assist 4 of them hatching out, and I know you're not supposed to, but they weren't given the chance to have the right parent on it. So, but all of them that I assisted, I didn't completely hatch them out. I just made sure they were to the point that they could get the rest of the way out of the membrane. But little pile of babies. And I've noticed, like on that one in the very back, that we're getting white that just have what looks like eyebrows. Well, the best part about Betty and the Goslings adopting each other is she's able to show them the rules of the barnyard, and they're teaching her how to swim. So once we get the new pool put in, hopefully she'll be swimming. But it's pretty amazing that those birds adopted each other. So you have Loki in the back there, and that's Betty, and then you have the other four right there. And Al and Valkyrie, they've been kind of hanging out with it, so it's just one big family group now. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you have a good day and a good week, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.